people, our YouTubers. Got another update. I haven't done an update in a while. Just been a lot busy. Dad started taking this, not this part, but doing something with it. Took the deck off, the exhaust off, and everything, working on it, more likely, dropping the rear axle down so it can, get more, lift to it. After one time before, it went, I went into mud, and after I went in mud, the whole front end, I would say. If you can notice, I haven't took the video before, but as you can see, the thing was up towards the spark plug, up towards where the muffler was, all the way above the tires. Now, this wasn't a big issue, but of course, I don't have nothing in the back to keep this tire from sliding off. So, what I'm going to be doing is pretty soon is, whatever I do, I'm going to actually put in another keyway where it'll make it so the tire don't come out. Now, the one issue I do have is, one, to drop it is basically easier. But talking about snapper, I don't feel like I'm going to use it for off-roading. More likely going to sell it. I'm more likely want to trade for all these two engines right here, the 5-horse Quantum there, and 3.5. And now for another Murray one, has a freeze-up motor, but I can more likely get the motor unfrozen easily. But after the one time I've done stuff to this, took the exhaust off of that. I mean, this was the original exhaust. It was so goddamn loud. I mean, literally, I took this exhaust out and that exhaust and swap it over. It sounds a lot quieter than that. The only thing I have wrong is that I have to have it sitting like this. There's like a slight leak to it where you can see where the spark plug is. The exhaust runs pretty good. It smoked at first because how there was oil in it. You can see there was oil in it. That planning on putting a intake thing of something else, like a snorkel, because I'm sooner or later going to go down through some big mud where it's going to take out nearly up towards the starter, up towards near the fan, up towards near that. Don't want water getting into the engine and not working. Sorry about that. And that, I put the exhaust up, but the only slight problem is it has a slight leak right in there a little bit. Due to that, I can basically still run it. It's quieter now since I got the new exhaust on, but it runs smooth. Took off the hood, planning on putting a bumper probably out towards here, so it's going to be like right towards there. The thing I do need to know is if I want to try and lift the whole back end up. Due to it, the back end is still a level thing. I'm planning on, sorry, the camera a little bit off. But what I was planning on is I'm screwing these two bolts right here, and more likely dropping the whole sucker down from that bolt down to there, from that bolt down to there. It's going to lift it up more, and it's going to make it more better. So, it's going to lift the whole front end. Now this is the question I should I have to get bigger tires for the front, or bigger tires in the rear, or smaller tires in the rear? Now, sooner or later I'm going to be hooking up headlights. Probably going to be hooking up some big headlights to be mounted. More likely, after when I do it, is going to be one that's going to be right here, and one that'll be right here. Or I'm going to have a centerpiece. I mean, there's the light switch. 14.5 ICQ, Briggs & Stratton engine, as you can see. It runs perfect. I use it for cutting, but as I said, the deck's over there. I'm more likely going to sell it for probably about $40, $30. selling the snapper with that everything from around 70 to get another lawnmower to use it for cutting. I want to use this one for off-roading. It looks more better. As you can see, I replaced the gas tank. It's a smaller gas tank, but here's the reason. See, there's all this room right here. I could put a battery right here, and that's going to be a good thing because I don't have to deal with battery being off the back. Couple things. I want YouTubers to just, I need you YouTube people to see what I should do. Here's my suggestion. Should I drop the rear axle down where it won't get, where all I have is, it's not locked yet, but I'm planning on doing that tomorrow since cutting season's about over. And should I take out this whole thing right here, putting in a box steel, and putting that as the thing. With that, I can't take out the fenders, with that, and that. The steering bar, it's not bent, but it's towards the inward. As you can see, still stock stuff are on here, but 10-to-1 will make this thing off-roading. Had put it through some big tests before. I put it through a big mud hole, which I told you already. It was basically, as I can say, it was a lot deeper. It's now a lot deeper. If I went, it could have just went up towards here. It goes up towards the throttle cable and that. It's been doing good for me. The engine is running perfectly. I had issues before where the spark plug cover came loose, but until I do need to get a spark plug cover so I can still going through some deep mud areas. As you can see, I live in towards the woods, but where the woods is like a deep gully. Just please subscribe and help out what's going on. I mean, should I replace nearly everything and put in a stock and put in box steel with this and lift the whole back end up where it's going to be fine. Now, that's one thing I need to know. I'm not going to lock it due to the fact that it's going to take a hard time to lock it. I'm not going to lock it, but I'm sooner or later going to put bigger tires on this, making it a lot bigger. More likely putting in like the type of tires on the Taurus, but they're like over there. I may put them on the back, which basically means the whole back end is going to be raised up towards the front, which basically means I'm more likely to be putting on the back tires on towards the front and lift it. But I don't know yet. If you got any suggestions, just please help me out. This is one of my first off-roading lawnmowers before. It's been a long time since I did update. And thank you for subscribing. And that just helped me out if I should put a snorkel for deep water or not. May as well not go in through some deep mud. Should I put car tires in the back, like 30-inch tires, where they lift up 30 inches off the ground, 30-inch, and put in my 15-inch in back here, or ATVs. I've been planning on using it this weekend, going down towards a pond where there's a lot of mud, and doing a simple test where I'm going to back it up where I got stuck at and see how deep it is, and that. Everything else seems to be okay. Thank you so much, people, for helping me out. Please subscribe to Mustang 8900.